How's it going, everybody? It's Himbibble from Himbibble's House here, taking a look at set number 75311, the Imperial Armored Marauder. It comes with 4 minifigures, a mortar, and then the actual Armored Marauder. So let's take a look. Taking a look at the ship itself, it's kind of small, but I actually like it. It's compact is the thing. There's a lot to it. You can see right here that this turret actually turns back and forth, and it only goes about that far, but on the same side it does that too, which I really like. I like that it can basically go and move around however you want it to. You have a little latch right here that opens up for a stormtrooper, which you could put in like so, and just be like making him be confused about what's going on. Maybe have Grief Karga on the top shooting him out or anything like that. You have another latch right here in the back that when you open it up, you can see that there's room for 2 stormtroopers right there. One of them being the Mortar Trooper, which I actually really like that they made it so you can fit him in there. I just wish that there was more seats in there, maybe like 1 more, but 4 minifigures fitting in here is perfectly fine. You see right here in the front, there's a control panel right there, just printed, you know, nothing special. There's a little seat right there. Closes back up really nice. You have the flick fire missiles right here, 1, 2. You know how those shoot off already. And then right here, these doors actually open. And I kind of like how they open. It's kind of different, but like you can actually fit some stormtroopers coming out of the doors, which is really nice. And it actually opens on both sides, so that, look, if you see, there's actually a lot of room in there to show them coming out. You could actually probably even fit another stormtrooper right there if you wanted to. And that's about it for the inside of that part. But if you open up these sides, you can see there's 2 Imperial crates on each side, and they just kind of slide right out too. Same ones in the cantina, which I will be doing a review on eventually, but I need to be able to make the space for it. I actually really like these crates. You know, it's just nice to get more of them, and it just closes right up. I don't like that it doesn't have the option where maybe at least 1 stormtrooper could sit on both of these sides, but, you know, it's not a big deal. It's still a cool looking ship. You can see on the back there's the 2 engine pods, which look really nice, and they kind of go in the middle like that. Super nice. They have this turret that moves side to side, and it actually catches, so it can't go 360 degrees. They actually make it so it catches with the piece on the inside. Same thing with the flick fire missiles. Fire off the same way. This part actually folds down, which I actually like too. Only thing I don't like is I like the use of the clear pod area right there, but I don't like that you can't reach back there. It does fit a stormtrooper, or if you wanted to recreate the Mandalorian, you could also just kind of, you know, put Grief Karga, Cara Dune, and not the fish guy because they didn't include him in this set, which they really should have. But it closes up. I'm gonna go ahead and take the blaster off, and I really like this too. You can actually see the figure from the inside, that's on the inside while you have it closed up. Kind of see him in there, see him moving around. Just pretty nice. And that's all about it for this ship. Here's the bottom of it. And actually floats around pretty easy with all those inverted tiles. But other than that, just a solid set, super compact, interesting. You know, other than that, let's take a look at the minifigures. Look at the first minifigure you get in the set. It's Grief Karga, and I personally really love this figure. I'm more partial towards the first version just because I don't know, I just like the regular version of him, like in season 1. I just like the face and the design and everything. But this is a great figure too. This one's definitely more detailed, and I just think it's a great figure to have. He looks more serious. I do wish, for some reason, he doesn't come with an alternate expression on the back. I think it's because the beard would kind of go down, but even then it would just look like his hair starting to gray in the back. I don't think that's too much of a big deal. He does come with back printing. He definitely gets more detailing this time around because his leg printing actually, you know, he actually has leg printing this time. I really like the cloak. He comes with a blaster, and there's not much else to say about this figure. I do wish that we got the fish guy too. I don't know why we didn't get the fish guy, but I don't know his name right now. I know he has a name. I'm usually pretty good about that kind of stuff, but I don't remember right now. But it's nice to have him. It's nice to get a new version of Grief Karga in this set. And I do think that maybe the set could have at least included one other figure or something of the sort, but I'm happy with this figure, and I'm happy with the other figures in the set too. And speaking of which, let's check out the next exclusive figure for the set. Taking a look at the next exclusive figure for this set, we have the Mortar Trooper, or as you can see, the Artillery Stormtrooper, as Lego calls it. But I just really like this figure. My favorite color is yellow, so I just think it's really cool to get it in this color. I think in the show he's a darker yellow, but that's okay. Not too big of a deal. But other than that, like, he's super cool. I really like this build for the little mortar. It's just such a classic build. You could honestly probably even use it if you were to... I'm not into making World War II mocks or any mocks like with actual wars, but you could probably use it for that as well. He does with the backpack on the back. Kind of... I like the backpacks, but you kind of have to lean him forward a little if you're just standing him. Sometimes he'll stand fine like that, and then other times you gotta lean him forward because it just makes it easier. He does come with a yellow pauldron, which is super nice. I really like that color. Taking the helmet off, though, he does get the Lex Luthor face, which is fine. You know, it's not a big deal. As long as it's not Angry Clone all the time. Well, it's not even Angry Clone anymore, because they could theoretically use that face again, which, you know, is fine. But I'm glad they're diversifying, because Stormtroopers are just that. They're people. They're not anything else, you know. It's weird to see them have generic faces in the same sets. They could look similar, but not in the same set. Taking a look at the back printing here, though, I really like that. I really like the yellow right there. It does get kind of covered up by the backpack, but that's okay. You could always take it off if you're dead set on it, but it doesn't really cover the yellow part, which is the part I want to see. I think the back is meant to be a clip for the Mortar Trooper pack anyways. And other than that, it comes with some leg printing, which is super nice. And all in all, just a really solid figure. And it'll be nice to get maybe another one, but you don't need too many of these. They're not going to be too common in the Empire anyways. So it's just nice to get this figure. And it's just a great figure. Let's take a look at the last two figures in the set. Taking a look at the last two figures we have here, there's two Stormtroopers, and there's not much to say about them that hasn't already been said. They're great figures. I really like the molding for these Stormtroopers. I actually haven't talked about how I feel about these helmets yet. A lot of people don't like them, and I honestly agree. I don't like that they can't turn their heads that much. Why? Why would you change it to where they can't turn their heads? Honestly, what we had before, nobody was complaining about. Nobody said we needed an upgrade on this. There's a lot of things that I think people think that we could use an upgrade on, like R2-D2 not having the third leg, which is fine. But all in all, why would you change this? I don't like this change. I don't think it's a terrible change because it looks great, but it's not a perfect change. And honestly, what came before was better. I don't know if I like the black at the bottom. And these two figures are fine. You know, they come with the back printing, which is nice. They come with front printing. Come with leg printing. No printing on the hips, which is all fine and good. But what I really like is what they did is that they're diversifying. And I think that's great because it's meant to be any human can join the Empire, which is honestly great. You have the girl and then the other male in the set. And just super cool. It's cool to get a change because you could just do this on your own, but it's nice that Lego acknowledges that themselves because it definitely should have been the case. I know in the original trilogy we never see at least a girl Stormtrooper, but why not? You know, I really don't see the issue in that. In fact, in recent media there has been. So, you know, this is just a great addition. These two are perfect, and honestly, I'm happy that they included a little more variety. So, with that being said, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the final verdict. So, this set released summer 2021 this year for $39.99 USD. And honestly, I think it's worth it, but I think that they could have included a little more to make it just even more of an enticing offer. Maybe the fish guy, maybe even another Stormtrooper, just to have 4 Stormtroopers that could fit in there without just Grief Karga stealing the thing. And, you know, it's fine, But I like the build. The build is nice. It's very solid. It's compact. It may look like it's not a whole lot for $40, but a lot of the other $40 sets definitely look less worth it to me, like the Hulkbusters from What If and whatever. The armored, the Hydra Stomper and the other one. I think the Hydra Stomper is 40. If it's 30, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, it comes with 478 pieces, super compact. Fits a lot of stuff. Fits more than that Knights of Ren transport, which was $70, and it only fit one. Why would you make a transport when it doesn't even transport? I don't understand. I was super excited to get that set. I didn't buy it because I don't care about it, because it doesn't actually care anybody. And I didn't care about the figures that much anyways. I thought the set looked nice, but not for that price, and definitely not when it can only hold like 1 or 2 figures at most. And this set really, I think, shows how much LEGO is trying to improve on that. And honestly, like I said, I could not be happier with this set in a lot of regards. All I wish is that we got the fish guy. It would have been a perfect opportunity to have him. We already have him in Carbonite. Why not include him? Or why not include another Stormtrooper? But anyways, what do you guys think about this set? Tell me in the comments, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next review. Thanks, bye-bye!